Say it wrong. Right. Okay. Okay. So good
We
afternoon,
are ready.
everybody, and welcome back to the last session of the day. It's been a very, very full day and an amazing, amazing input from all the speakers. For this afternoon, we've got from the United Kingdom, I've got to say this right, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas. She is from Yes You Can. She is going to give us her input on burnout and turnout for this afternoon. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for introducing me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I want to appreciate all our great leaders on this platform. Thank you so much for joining us and be willing to learn from all our wisdoms, knowledge, and experience. I want to give honor to whom honor is due. I give God all the glory and praise for his strength given to us to be able to impact lives. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I need to make sure I put my... Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes, you can.
Loud and clear, ma'am. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. So we are on the platform of Department of Management, Institute of Engineering and Management, IEM. Before I move on, protocol observed. Before I move on, let me express my gratitude to the founder and president of Institute of Engineering and Management and all the administrators. Thank you so much for creating this platform for us to learn together and also to share our thoughts, our wisdom and knowledge. I also want to say hello to my dear fellow leaders around the world, and especially Dr. Suprata Chattopadhyay that has involved me in this institute for us to share together. I do not take any opportunity for granted. So thank you so much if you are here, Dr. Supraya. I also want to acknowledge all our distinguished guest speakers and to welcome all participants. Sorry if I've not been able to join while you are speaking. You just heard me say I just finished 31 days of mastering transforming leadership, management, and relationships. I was just on my way to rest, but I still have to pay my duty on this platform. So I do not take this platform, this organization for granted. So thank you, ma'am. Miss Chamel Gangel. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so this is just a brief about me and what I do. And these are some of my books, and they are available on Amazon. I will start with these statements. The real reason why we are here is because we want to break free from these 4 factors that keep limiting us as a leader and as individual. It can limit us and stop us from fulfilling our purpose, achieve and also succeed in life and be transformed. And those ones are ignorance, lack of understanding, lack of vision, unknown of our identity of who we are, our purpose and our why. And that is just the moment of truth. And that is why we encourage every one of us to keep learning, because learning is living. And everything in life requires hard work, dedication, commitment, sacrifice, investment, honesty, integrity, and gratitude. Just as Madam Shamil have mentioned it, that there is no rest for us. We have to keep doing what we need to do. However, curiosity will keep us thirsty for more. And no matter your level of education, you should never stop learning. And Y.Y.C.I Mama said, and I quote, "A thirst for knowledge is something that can never be quenched and should be a lifelong quest. So discover what you are capable of doing and keep yourself in a growth mindset and keep learning. All our dreams can come through if we have the courage to pursue them." By Walt Disney. And on this note, we are thinking and talking and sharing, and that is my own assignment on this topic on mindset, because I would like to share with you that mindset is everything. And without renewing our mindset, there will be no change, there will be no progress, and there will be no transformation. Wisdom is the principal thing, and in all our getting, we need better understanding. And we also need to assess every situation we find ourselves with critical thinking and also creative thinking. So today's topic is mindset for transformation. This masterclass is a roadmap to help all of us to prepare and renew our mindset and to transform and motivate everyone to become a better person, overcome challenges, and change our situations around. So if there is going to be a transformation in our relationship, in our relationship, business, education, leadership, entrepreneurship, or in any situation that we might find ourselves, then our mindset needs to be renewed, and we need to keep growing our mindset for transformation. And I believe that is why we are here this morning. But I have a few questions to just quickly ask us. Are you comfortable the way you are as an educationist, as an academician, as a teacher, as a lecturer, even as a leader? Are you happy about the event recurring in your life? Can you say the mindset you have currently, maybe have held on to for a long time, has affected your life and the society positively? We're talking about mindset for transformation. Well, what if the mindset you have right now has separated you from their friends, denied you of precious favors and opportunities, and have been a major barrier to your happiness and self-fulfillment? So will you say that your mindset has and is attracting the right people and opportunity around you? Have you increased in your skills, knowledge, ability, income in the past few months? Because I believe I'm facing all our lecturers, our leaders, our educationists, and also our academicians, and also our learners on this platform. So do you really expect to be successful given how you are using your own time, your resources, and even your skills? Do you realize that you need a good change in any areas to succeed in life, to build relationship, to lead successfully, and even in your education career as a lecturer, teacher, and also a professor? Are you spending time with people who can enhance and enrich your life? Because as you can agree with me, we don't know it all. We are all learning. That's more reason why you are on this platform, so that we can keep learning, keep growing, keep imparting and adding value. Do you have a mentor or coach that will lead you to the next level? Because where we are now, somebody somewhere has gone through it already, and we are here to start up our journey. So do you have a mentor that can help you, that can guide you, that can advise you? Very, very important. So transformation. I will start this conversation by quoting the word of God in the Bible. Be ye not fashioned according to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, and be made prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans chapter 12, verses 2. So to transform our lives to greatness, our mindset has to be renewed. And for your mind to be renewed, you've got to gather right information. I'm glad that I'm facing our lecturers, our teachers on this platform. And I'm glad that at least majority of them are also a researcher. So they research, they analyze, and then they put all things together in order to deliver to our students. So you've got to gather right information and study thoroughly. Read books, listen to audios, watching transforming and motivational videos. Why? Because sometimes we might feel tired. We might feel discouraged. Sometimes we just feel like, oh, what's the point? But you need something to encourage you. So you need to encourage yourself even before other people encourage you. So that is why you need to keep on motivating. And of course, as a teacher, as a lecturer, you are also a motivator, because your students, they are all different in their own way, and they are all facing one problem or the other. So you are, as a teacher, as a lecturer, you want them to learn. You want them to discover themselves. You want them to grow. You want them to progress. And that is why you become a motivator. So if you kind of motivate yourself, you can also motivate your student, and works on our belief system. And you are the total summation of what your mind is, written and in sound mind. Transformation should lead us to identification by revelation. It's time to operate by revelation or insights. Revelation is to live in the reality of tomorrow and now. Revelation exposes the invisible. Revelation can bypass time and season, and revelation preceded manifestation, and that is very important. And that is when you keep right, and when you keep studying, keep researching, keep reading, and keep watching videos, you will get your own revelation. Let me put it this way: you can become an innovator because you can discover new things that will help the curriculum, that will enhance this policy of the school. You can bring change. The reason why we are leaders is because we solve problems. The reason why we are being paid as an employee is because of the problem we are solving. So to become a problem solver, you need to catch your own revelation and become an innovator and creative. Bring new ideas to the table, and that makes you the king even in your career. Form is a system or belief system we all operate on. We were born in a form, but we can break out of that form that is holding us. The way we think is the way we operate. Structures, mode, figures, culture, custom, and tradition. So to conform is to accommodate and coordinate the form or the system that has been there already, to integrate to a form and to yield to a form, transmission to bigger than any form. The reason why I said that is that we all believe that in every school industry, there is always curriculum. There will always be a policy and procedures to follow. But we shouldn't limit ourselves to that. Even if the school is not approving it, you have to find a way to integrate with the new that you've known. And that makes you a change maker. So that is why we're saying that, yes, we could be conformed to an agreement to form. And even conform is the opposite of conformation. So we are conforming to the system, but we are in a new era. We are in a new century. We are also embracing change because things are not normal anymore. I remember during the COVID, there's a way we used to do things before the COVID pandemic, but you can believe with me now that things have changed. Technology have taken over. AI or IA or whatever, artificial AI is taking place. So that's why we need to adapt to that change. And the only way we can adapt to that change is when we ourselves are ready for that change. And for us to be ready for that change, then our mindset needs to be changed. So I won't be able to finish up all that, but I will say this thing. I say it is by renewing our mindset for transformation. To make a change, knowledge is required, and to be fulfilled in life, wisdom is needed. The former president of USA, President Barack Obama, said, and I quote, "Change will not come if we wait for someone else." Are you waiting for somebody else to make that change? He said, but change will not come. Even for some time, we are the ones we've been waiting for to make that change. And we are here on this platform. We are part of the change. We are the change maker in education industry, in our department, in our faculty. You are the change there. So we are all waiting for you to make that change. Change is needed in our education or learning. However, without change mindset, there will be no change. And without change, there will be no progress. Change will bring efficiency, we bring fulfillment, we bring satisfaction, and many more. If you change, everything will change. Even everything around you change from fixed mindset to growth mindset if you want to succeed in this journey of life. So we need to renew our mindset to be transformed. Before we go any further, let me share with you the moment of truth that happiness depends on our mindset. As you are working, like I always say, enjoy where you are to where you are going. The way you can enjoy is to make yourself happy. How do you want to make yourself happy? So just start with your mindset, the kind of information you're storing in your mind, and the state of your mind will determine how you treat yourself, how you save yourself, how you self-love and care for yourself. Because if you cannot take care of yourself as a teacher, how do you want to face more than 30 students in the class to care for individual according to their own differences? How do you want to do that? Number one, you need to develop a habit of studying, study even more than what you know. You need to develop the habit of going out of your way to want to know individual in a student in your class so that you will know the right thing to do to support them. You know, we are all different. So as you see yourself is the way you will perceive others. As you treat yourself is the way you treat others. How you present yourself is how people will treat you, and what you do to others is what others will do unto you. So be a champion, be a pioneer of great lecturer, be a pioneer of great teacher and leader, even in our society. State of our mindset will determine how we behave ourselves, how we character, our character and our attitude. What's your attitude towards the study? What's your attitude towards the job you are doing? What's your attitude towards even the students you are teaching? It's so important that we get the right information about ourselves, our strength, our weakness. Our strength will help us a long way. But within the period that you are building and focusing on your strength, you can still use the same thing to look for ways to improve yourself through your weaknesses. And that is very important about ourselves, and store it in our mindset for better and satisfactory and contented life. Let's move on. Okay. Let us remember these strategies of life. I will not be able to elaborate it, but I will just mention it. Discover. I'm sure from my what I've been saying, you are picking up all these steps that I've written here. And if I've not mentioned them, I know that we are all great learners and you can know about it. So these are the strategies of life. Discover who you are, discover your strength, discover your ability, discover your capability, discover your purpose. Why are you teaching? Because most of us, we find ourselves in a career that we didn't choose ourselves, probably because of the influence or the pressure or something like that, or probably because you study something else and because your dream job didn't come, so you have to settle for teaching. But however, you can still discover your gift and your talent that can motivate you to do more in every situation you find yourself. Recognize yourself, recognize your student and discover who they are. Discover the strength or the weakness that you can able to come in and help them out. Celebrate them. Celebrate yourself. Engage like we are doing now. We're engaging our minds. The same thing with the students. You can engage their minds. So apart from the curriculum, apart from the policy, apart from what is being set for you to follow, find the way to motivate them, to inspire them. Let them know that you are the role model to them because they look up to us. And then appreciate them. The more you appreciate them, the more they will do more. I know sometimes we can be carried away by saying most of these ways of improvement. Yes, they need to improve. And at the same time, they need to be celebrated. I won't read much about this one. At least you all know. Mindset is the store out of information. Mindset we base on what we see and all of that things. The most important thing is mindset to transform our lives. A change mindset will improve our performances, our production, our services, our satisfaction, and have a better choices to change our lives and help others too. Mindset is everything. The mindset is used for acquiring knowledge. We can conceive and achieve with our mind. Our mind can be a doorway or a barrier to our destiny, depending on how we think. For you become what you think. It is your thought that helps shape your boundary. Our mind is a producer of our present circumstances. What you were thinking yesterday is what you are acting on today. How beliefs dictate is how we operate, behave, become. So our belief system dictates, behave, become how we perceive others and treat others, how we manage the resources available, and how we share it equally. It could be for our leaders on education sector. It could be the wages, the positions, the recognitions, and the promotion. How you are going to motivate the people, your employers, your employees, how you are going to motivate them to do more, because this journey we are all in is not easy. The great news about this law of mind is that if you don't like the condition of your life right now, you can change it, and yes, you can. If you change your mind, you change your life. So let us continue to improve and also to deliver the perfect way for people to follow. Let us continue to impact lives. Let's continue to do a lot and even go out of our way to add more values to our people. So I won't be able to say more about this, but one thing I would just like to quote from there, said by Arnold Schwarzenegger from USA. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, then you can do it. And then let's move on. A wise man once said that the mind plays a very important role in the lives of individuals. I looked at the word of the wise man and saw that a very big truth in it. Reason was that the mind is what makes a man. It determines his view about life, how he lives his lives, how he treats others around him, the decision he takes concerning his life and his leadership, and what gives out to the society. In clear terms, the mind is the epicenter that determines every activities and actions a man takes. May I ask, is my time up yet?
You got 5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay. I just want to know because I don't want to exit my time. Okay, so let's just go straight to there are two types of mindset. You already know fixed mindset and growth mindset. A fixed mindset assumes that our character, intelligence, and creative activities are static, given which we can't change in any meaningful way. That's the time you say, oh, that's how they're doing it. I'll just continue with that. I will conform. I don't need to change. I don't need to take any risks. I don't need to read anything else. I will just go through this curriculum, the syllabus being set up. But growth mindset thrives on challenges. See failures not as an evidence of unintelligence, but as a heartening springboard for growth, for stretching our existence ability. And I want to believe that we all have that growth mindset and we'll keep growing our growth mindset. Okay, so I'll just quickly read this one. Evaluate your thought life by examining your feelings. Feelings comes from thinking. One of the best way to evaluate the condition of your mind is to keep a journal of negative and fearful things that enter your mind during the day. Just write them down. Write these things down and then evaluate it. I won't say more about that. Just want to go so. Developing new mindset. Mindsets are hard to change. Oh yes, because we are all involved or engulfed into negativity. But it is a good thing if our mindset can be positive, helpful, and based on positivity. Okay, so ways to develop control our mindset, self-assessment, appreciate yourself, determine your thought, and share your thought. This can be seen as the ability to change your mindset from the point of negativity to that of positivity. It is the ability to be able to open to change and embrace new ideas and change opinions that will help you take a step further in your pursuit of life. Allow me to finish it off with this statement. Guess what? Yes, you can change your mindset for transformation. And yes, you can bring new ideas to the table. And yes, you can achieve your goals and fulfill your purpose. And yes, you can impart into your students, and they will carry on with what you have already deposited in their lives. And yes, you can be fulfilled, you can be happy, you can be satisfied, and yes, you can do it. In respect of any challenges, you can overcome it. Let's do it together. Let's work together because we are the change maker. Yes, you can. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was absolutely inspirational, ma'am. Fantastic, really. You just said it all in one. Amazing. I just wanted to say that I personally believe also that you are, when you said earlier on, only you can make yourself happy. That's very, very true.
Mm.
You are the only person who can make the change and make the difference in your life. You are the only one who can make yourself happy. No one in the world can make you happy. Only you can do it. And even, under the most trying of circumstances, you cannot depend on anyone to assist you. You've got to form your own plan of action. We cannot wait for handouts and for the rest of the world to assist us. We've got to take the first step. And that is something we need to get society into that mode where we need to do things for ourselves. We cannot depend on anything, anyone, the president, or even Mother Nature. We've got to just make the difference ourselves. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Very inspirational.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Any
much.
questions from anybody or any comments from anyone?
Yes, any questions? You can write also.
Professor, it's an excellent presentation. How do you keep yourself in positive mindset always?
Good question. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Sampath Kumar Nadu, if I got that right. Thank you so much, sir. How do you keep yourself in a positive mindset? Firstly, I would like to say that it is not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, right? Because we are every day of our lives, we are surrounded with negativity. We are all surrounded with negativity in different forms. But the only way I will make myself as an example, I wrote a book called Y.Y.C.I, my very first book. I was surrounded with all kinds of negativity in lives, including education. In fact, it comes to a stage because I keep failing. And most of us are parents. When some students are failing, you will give up. When one of your child is failing, you will give up and focus on the other. So I end up not being educated at all while I was still young in my teenage. So because I was just failing. Then what happened is that then you're trying to see how you can change yourself. You're surrounded with friends that always condemn you because you don't speak like them, because you don't talk like them, you don't behave like them. You are surrounded also with so many news all over the place, and even societies, neighborhoods, communities, and they are all full of negativity. Now, the questions are, to answer to your question is, I'll use my own as my important. I decided, number one, you make a quality decision. That do you want to live your life based on others' opinion? Do you want to live your life on uncertainty? Do you want to live your life not happy? Do you want to live your life not satisfied? Then when you make your decision, say, I think I'm unique and I can do more than what they're doing. Then you need to rise to the occasion of challenging everything they said you can't do. Or anything in the country they say it is not possible. Then you start feeding yourself with the positive words. You can get all the inspirational videos so that it will be feeding your mind. Like I said, everything you are feeding your mind that is turning your mindset is what you will become. Is what you will believe. So when people say you can't do it, you can't say it, you can't accept it, you can't relate, you can't do it, then you yourself, your belief system will grow for that negativity. But you have the power to change it when you make your quality decision. So you look for something that will inspire you. that will bring out whatever is good out of you, and then start developing it. Start believing it and start confessing it to yourself, because what you say to yourself, when you say it repeatedly every day, you will become. For example, if I say, I can manage my emotions. I can manage my emotions. I can manage
Affirmations.
emotions. I can manage my emotions. So when you start saying that, you understand, you will see that you've started managing your emotions. And that is why I break through. I speak the positive words to myself. I change my type of friends, associations I'm working with, those that we have the same like-minded, so that when they speak, it inspires me. When I speak, it inspires them. And then you take action. If you have to develop other skills, you do it. If you have to go extra lines to do other things, you need, or if you discover something new, but always make sure that you are on top of your game to say, no matter the negativity of I can't do it, or they can't do it, or we can't achieve it, I want to be the change and the pioneer. And yes, you can do it. Have I answered your question, sir? And that is why, as you are seeing me now, I break free, like my story I was telling you. I was educated. I went to university, even though people do it for 3 years, but because I persisted, I did it for 6 years, because you remember, I don't even have the basic before. So, but I made it. I made that decision myself, for myself, to go to school, and I did it. And then I start improving myself, and I start developing the skills. I end up having more than 30 skills, so I can connect with other things. I'm a publisher, author, speaker, writer, teacher, mentor. I've been a secretary, PA to the directors. So that is how you just put yourself in the position of state of learning and say, yes, I can do it. I can achieve it. I can even change the scenario in the education. You don't need to change the syllabus. You just have to call up some of the teachers and share your opinions. By the time you realize it, they're adding it to the curriculum.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for that very, very insightful session. Take care. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.